Hello again on Monday. Today it was a kind of off day for me. I wasn't feeling the best, but I decided to basically rest during the morning, and now I'm able to go and do the live without feeling anything bad. So it's the start of the week again, still early in the year, so there are a lot of things that we can accomplish during 2026. I still feel during kind of February that it's early. So any plan that I have kind of scheduled or think of at the start of the year, it is not too late to just do it. And I am thinking about how can I better structure these lives to not only focus and talk about agentic users. I completely have kind of identified, realized that I like to do the lives, and that's it. I did YouTube at some point, and I really liked it. It was a big struggle, kind of managing all the editing and more. But doing live for me has been kind of something that I feel very kind of live doing it some way, like very native to me, easy to do. So I hope that I'm going to try to do more structure during the presentation or live, so it is more engaging. So today I planned three things related about this topic of it is not late to just do the things, and how always just doing it could benefit you against procrastinating in it or simply do not take kind of the shot. And the three things that I am kind of summarized to is importance of the action. Then I want to talk about overcoming procrastination, and then that is never too late. And to start, kind of the importance of action is that I see, and at some point of my life, I did kind of hesitated on doing a lot of stuff because maybe it was just weird of doing it, something like this, like in the live stream, and I didn't see benefit of taking kind of a shot on a spontaneous idea that I had, or maybe joining a conversation just to say something, contribute. A lot of those times I thought that maybe it was uh, intrusive, not, I don't know, considerate to just participate in a topic that no one asked me. But the more I do it, the more I realize that if you are nice and you take also kind of read the room and understand that if there is an option for you to participate on a conversation, just do it. Even if someone is working alone and you see kind of over kind of the shoulder what is working on, and you find it interesting, just reach out. People is very open to share if you show genuine interest. So I want to say to everyone that it is kind of at a situation, maybe at a cafe, on the street, at a conference, if you have the intention of doing something, just do it. Just do it, easy. Maybe you will look strange or kind of crazy in many cases, but for the cases that you don't look like that, that is the way that you create luck. Because those type of conversations are, I think, the conversations that we value the most. Instead of kind of sending a DM, sending a connect on LinkedIn, which is always kind of also a good option. Like if you're going to do it, doesn't matter. If you have that option, just send the message. But if you are live in person, really resonates with people when you do it. So it's worth the shot every time, because if you don't start, kind of the first step, never is going to happen anything. So that's kind of the first thing, quite philosophical on my end, but I have adopted this kind of philosophy or way of acting lately, and the last few years I think have been just great because I've done small things. It's not something like you have to go every day and do random stuff. It's like if you are at a place without thinking about it and you just feel the initiative of doing something, just do it. And now moving to kind of the next topic of kind of overcoming procrastination. This is a a way that at some point while I was on high school, I dealt with it, not in the academic part, unfortunately, but while playing sports, I played basketball for quite some time, and while training, I spent a lot of time training. And when I was doing the exercise of just kind of going over the stairs and going down, going over in a basketball stadium, my way of thinking was that if I already spent 15 minutes and my legs hurt, and my goal was to maybe spend 30 minutes, I thought like you already spent 15, so there's no you cannot back up. So that's the way I think. For me, at some point, it helped me a lot because I struggled on starting kind of things, and following back to the first thing is like now I just do it, and once I do it, it's like, man, I'm just going to follow up because I already did it. So what's the worst thing? And I have the goal of accomplishing something. So I have overcome the hesitant of doing things, but now I can lay back to the way that I always work against procrastination. Is like you already did something, just follow up. It doesn't take a lot of time to follow up on anything, and more now. Like we have AI, we sometimes do not even need to type things. It's like we talked about it, like we speak about it to a translation tool, something, and then it kind of crack this perfect email for you. So as long you put your touch into it, it's not fully automated. Like there is intention of it, and it can be transferred via text or via phone call, whatever. Just do it. So once, like if you have something in mind to accomplish, one way of overcoming procrastination is think about everything that you have done so far, that if you don't do this small thing, you will lose the compound effect that you already did. Like the first actions, it will kind of depreciate in some way, deprecate in some way. And I think now that I'm saying it out loud, is something similar to when you play bowling. Like when you are playing bowling, if you have like a spare of a strike, if you miss a good shot on the next um, kind of line, it affects how the last shot is going to perform on your points because it's compound effect. So same thing is if you already started something, just doing it again, it is kind of the best way of overcoming procrastination. And in a lot of times, for example, today I wasn't feeling it. Doing the live on Monday, the kickoff, because I wasn't feeling the best. But now that I just put the camera on, start talking, I do enjoy it, and yeah, I think it's for the ones that are on the live until this point. Maybe you are enjoying it. So same thing for anything that you are doing it. Just try to keep stepping, like one step at a time. And as long as you do it, you will get some point. Like you will get somewhere. Maybe not to the place that you thought about, like you plan to go, but it will move you and do something. So just keep doing it. I think that is kind of the best thing that I have realized, and doing these lives is kind of clear example for myself. And then the last thing is that is never ever kind of too late of doing things. Um, Getting stuck at the kind of inertia of doing stuff, it is difficult, and it is common. It is very common for us to not even kind of be comfortable, just keep doing things because of inertia. So let's break that. And going back to the first point, just doing those small actions when you have an intention of doing something breaks the complete cycle of being kind of in the inertia of doing things. So it is kind of the best feeling when you're able to do something different that at the end it compounds. And that is basically all. I think I'm doing now this lives very short, 10 minutes. Updates on my end from Agentic Users. I am pursuing to get some help to build some section of the generation engine, and I have a few presentations this week to show to some people, so they maybe they become users, and with that I'm able to get help. I am working on that. Besides that, it is, I think the weather is improving, so that is also great. Like right now, there's not a lot of sun outside, but it is the sunset is being later than before, which overall it also helps to keep doing stuff because the weather is important for sure. And that's all. I hope that everyone has an amazing week. Keep communication up, keep building, and let's keep doing stuff with all this crazy news and crazy models that we got on the last week. Like I've been playing around with Claude's Opus 4.6 and Sonnet 4.6, and I am impressed in a lot of ways. So let's keep building. And thank you everyone that stay at the end. Bye bye.